spirit and body. Yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone. All the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Come on, help me. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone all the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Somebody help me sing it. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be bright. It's gonna be bright, sunshiny day. Sing that one more time. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day.
Hey everybody, how are y'all doing today? How are you doing? Welcome to a very special episode. You guys know that we normally come on Wednesday at 8:30, but today I say this in a very respectful way, that it's a celebration today because a general, as I know it at least, is able to rest a little bit. So we're going to celebrate. We won't be up here long. We just want to come on here real quick and honor who this person is. Hey, El Johnson, 1980. Hey, Vernita. Hey, Kashai. Hey, Cynthia. If you're on, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like I said, we won't be on long at all. We just wanted to take time and celebrate this guy, Bishop Carlton Pearson, his teachings, the man, the movement, because the man created a movement that will be in existence forever, as long as we carry the baton and do as he did. Now, I want to say this off top, that when it comes to carrying a baton, you don't have to do it like they did it. You really got to do it why they did it. And I think when we run into generational wars, it's because we want people to do it like we did it, when we need to give people the why we're doing it. I mean, we could just stop right there, huh? There's a difference between how you're doing it and why you're doing it. And so the thing is that he passed a baton to us, and now we have to understand the why so that we can continue to carry it for the next generation. What we don't need is the generation coming behind us to not understand our why, all right? So the purpose of today's show is to honor the man, Bishop Carlton Pearson, and then honor the movement, which won't die. Can somebody put that in the comments? The movement won't die. The movement will not die. The man, clearly, but the movement, Never, never. And that's the reason why you want to live your life in its fullness, so that when you expire, what you've created won't. All right. All right. So that's what we're doing. Now, for those of you guys that come on, thank you. What was that? Man Johnson. I appreciate that the movement won't die. For those of you guys that's coming on, hi, my name is VTerrillHill. I'm a soul healer. I am the leader of VTerrillHill, Safe Space with VTerrillHill. I got a wonderful community of people that are rocking with me. They rock with me every Wednesday at 8:30. But today we're going to be on, I'll be on instead of the entire community. Let's get into it. First, I want to talk about his teachings, all right? See, a lot of people know Bishop Carlton Pearson from the 90s, Azusa, but then a lot of people did not connect with his teachings. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I was one of them up until I did a video. I did a video called The Life and Legacy of Bishop Carlton Pearson that's up on the channel. And I said, well, let me grab some of these books and go to reading. Y'all, oh my God. I shared it with hey, Jennifer, how are you? I shared it with the Safe Spacer, how I did not know, and I don't take this lightly. I don't say this lightly, but for those of you guys inside of the Safe Space private community, you know how we rock and how we teach high level and mastery things. And I just never knew that some of the stuff that we were teaching inside of Safe Space, the private community, was, hey, Dad, how you doing? Was being echoed in his book. So now this particular book is called God is Not a Christian nor a Jew, Muslim, Hindu. God dwells with us, in us, around us, as us. And what I want to do is highlight some of Bishop Carlton Pearson's teaching. That's how you honor him. This is how the movement won't die. This is the why behind the how. Okay. One says, and these are just certain excerpts that moved me, and I'll talk about it a little bit. That's just how much God, belief, and culture seem inseparable and intrinsically consequential. I believe God is real and that we are in the process of defining our God experience in a new way that will replace the dying theistic definition and tradition of the past. One of the lessons that Bishop Carlton Pearson left us with, he left us with the lesson of redefining who God is to us, and more specific, the God experience. Now, may I say this? I don't think there's a soul breathing that can define God, but I think we can define the God experience. When you ask people, well, how do you know God is real? Really what they regurgitate to you is the experience that I had. I had a God experience and it changed my life. I believe that our source energy is too vast to be defined. It's too deep. It's too lengthy. The breadth and the height is too much to define. But what we can define is our God experience. Can someone put that in the comments? My God experience. Now, what am I talking about for those of you guys that are just coming on? We're talking about Bishop Carlton Pearson's book, God is Not a Christian nor a Jew, Muslim, Hindu. God dwells with us, in us, around us, as us. Layman says a lot of people who criticize Bishop never ever read a single one of his books. Their pastors wouldn't allow. Absolutely, Layman. Absolutely, because when I began to read it, my mind was blown. All right, I'm gonna read another highlight. Now, for those of you guys that rock with Safe Space, the community, you understand that we don't get into the hype over here. We're masters level, okay? All right. So we will become, oh no, I want y'all to, are y'all ready for this one? Now, those of you guys just coming on, I'm reading from Carlton Pearson's book. We will become what we are willing to evolve to. In other words, you cannot evolve or become past what you're willing to grow into, to metamorphosize into, to transition and transform and reform, reconstruct, sometimes deconstruct into. Yikes. Sometimes we want these lofty things that we are not willing to evolve into. I teach all the time in the private community. You have to ask yourself, when you have a lofty goal, how much am I willing to sacrifice or give up or change for that goal? Bishop Carlton Pearson says we will become what we are willing to evolve to. I would like to say this. A lot of you are so talented. A lot of you have so many gifts and you're so full of purpose, but you haven't named it yet. Therefore, you cannot evolve to it. And when you name it, they will name it. Yikes. When you understand that you are gifted and you're clear and you title it, then others will as well. But they are rejecting your gifts because you have been. But we will become what we are willing to evolve to. Yeah. All right. Personal evolution is an act of your will and awareness. In other words, and a lot of times in religious spaces, we give over the power of evolution to the spiritual experience as if we have nothing to do with it. But the reality is your evolution is connected to your will. The act of your will and awareness, your consciousness. I cannot evolve past my level of consciousness. Are y'all with me? Are y'all all right? I cannot evolve past my level of consciousness. So if safe spaces are in here from the private community, then you also understand the way you can expand your consciousness is by what? Anybody remember? Exposure. That's right, Jennifer. My evolution is connected to my will. One of the ways you can expand consciousness is through exposure. And so you have to will yourself to be exposed to new thought, new experiences, new ways of speaking. Sometimes that means new area codes, new phone numbers, new ways of dressing. Well, this is my mama's house. My mama gave this house from her mama, and her daddy gave this house, and I can't give up this house. Well, you will only evolve to that space if you're not willing to give up the sacredness of that space for the sacredness of a greater. All right, I'm going to read one more and then we're going to go, but I'm enjoying this. Okay, here's one. Are y'all ready for this one? Expose your data preparation. Absolutely, Jennifer. Absolutely. Hey, and for those of you guys that are just coming on, hi, my name is VTerrillHill. I'm a soul healer. I happen to be a community member of Safe Space, the private community. If you hang on a little bit, I'll share a lot about the community, how you can connect, and all the things. Just don't go anywhere, all right? Move and turn the house to an Airbnb. See, that's it, Lamont. That's it. That's it. That's too simple. But even though that thought is simple, Lamont, that means that you have had some kind of exposure to that idea. That idea did not come out of nowhere. That idea came from exposure. All right? I would say that the urgency, and I love the way he talked, and to many, the emergency of religious or spiritual inclination is innate to human biology and psychology in ways we've never fully understood. I didn't really do it, but I screamed. I got the videos of me like, oh my God. Anyway, let me keep going. Yet we have added an admixture of the mythical to the mystical realities of the self and have thus diluted our spirituality. I would say that the urgency in many, and to many, the emergency of religious or spiritual inclination is innate to human biology and psychologies in ways we've never fully understood. In other words, a lot of you have been ignoring self when your spirituality is innately connected to it. Your human biology and psychology. Lord have mercy. You've ignored the parts of you that you've needed to collect data to become spirit, or to be conscious that you are spirit, at any rate. Yet we have added an admixture of the mythical to the mystical realities of the self, and have thus diluted our spirituality. We've put in some funniness. We've put in some religion. We've added an admixture of the mythical, of the, when you think of mythical, you think of like the Greek gods, some kind of religious god story with no real proof, sort of folklorist, wives' tales. We've added mythical to mystical, spiritual, to the mystical realities of self. I would love for someone to comment that myself is mystical. Myself is mystical. Now, it might not be, the sentence might be broken, but you get what I'm saying. Now, for those of you guys that are coming on, I'm reading God is not a Christian or a Jew, Muslim or Hindu. God dwells with us, in us, and around us, as us, from Bishop Carlton Pearson. If I want to be mystical, I must connect with me. If I want to become mystical, if I want to be a mystic, it starts with me. To be a mystic, I must start with me. To be a mystic, I must start with me. To be a mystic, I must start with me. All right? I won't elaborate anymore, but I'll finish this paragraph. Yet we have added an admixture of the mythical to the mystical realities of the self, and have thus diluted our spirituality, even contaminating it to the point where it must remain, watch this, y'all, violently opposed to the rational side of our humanity. That is equally vital for our existence as conscious beings. Yet we remain not only spirits, but spirit at our essence. All right, that's that. That's too much. Wow! That's too much. You guys got to get this book. You have to be some sort of mystical to be spiritual. Well, the mystical is spiritual. God is not a Christian nor a Jew, Muslim, Hindu. God dwells with us. God in us. God around us. God as us. Ooh. Y'all, this man's mind. I stayed up all night, as a matter of fact. All night long. And those that you guys that know I'm good for doing that. I stayed up all night reading and writing and screaming. All right, so that's his teachings, all right? Who he was, all right? We're going to talk, for those of you guys that are just coming on, we're taking the time to honor Bishop Carlton Pearson. I demonetized this show. There's no money to be made today. Why did I demonetize it? Because I wanted to play his music in the beginning and the end without worrying about all the da. So we can relax. There ain't no hidden motive. There ain't no hidden motives in this one, baby. Ain't no money to be made. This is just simply honoring the man, Bishop Carlton Pearson. What are we honoring? The man, and then secondly, the movement. Now, what we've been going on the last couple of minutes, I was reading some excerpts from his book, was going over his teachings. Now we're going to go and look who he was. Now, I did not know him personally, but there were three posts on social media, and one I totally forgot to screenshot and put up. But I want to put up real quick, guys, this one here. I'll do this one here. I saw Travis Malloy had posted this on Facebook. He said, if y'all knew what I knew, he knew about some of your favorites and stayed silent on his deathbed, you'd understand the essence of the grace, peace, and integrity this man carried daily. He took his biggest haters, biggest secrets to the grave. Talk about grace and mercy, shake my head, a living example of it. This picture is him saying to me, do you know how big millions, billions, trillions is? He said, you're getting ready to change the world. I'll never forget those words. Thank you for everything, Bishop Carlton Pearson. Now, let me tell you guys something. All right? It was the wrong statement. Got you, Jennifer. If you want to know how powerful a man is, watch what he does with the power when he has nothing to lose. If you want to know how powerful a man is, how disciplined and filled grace a man is, or grace-filled a man is, then understand how he handles his power when he has nothing to lose. So when you talk about Carlton Pearson, the man, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm about to come off of Wi-Fi. I just realized I was on there airdropping some stuff to me, so it might be a big break, but don't worry about it. So when you realize Carlton Pearson, the man, or when you think about it, you cannot think about him without knowing that he had the keys to tearing down, probably, assumably, some of the most world-renowned preachers and never unlocked the door. I don't know. Would y'all be able to do that? Let me know in the comments. Would you be able to do that? Would you be able to watch men slander you and understand your mouth has the sword to take them out forever, but you don't use it? Yikes. Let me know in the comments if you would do that. All right. All right. I'm going to do another one while I'm waiting y'all to comment. And we're almost done, guys. This is not going to be long at all. Now, I thought this was interesting. Yolanda Adams posted this. She posted a text message between her and Bishop Pearson. It says, love you, Bishop. Thanks for being a beautiful part of our lives. And then his response is, this crazy old preacher will be here for you two precious ladies as long as he's alive. No one believes in you more. Now, those words, man, it wasn't necessarily that it was Yolanda Adams, but it was those words that, y'all know how my attention span is. I didn't know the hearts didn't touch. I thought the hearts touched. Anyway, touch the message. But anyway, those words are so powerful. How many times in our lives have someone of status text us something that was so endearing, it was like we received a hug? And that is what I got out of this. Let's see what the comments are saying. A lot of us ex-church folks are doing that till this day. I know I am. Oh, I know I am, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, Lamont. Yes, I'm doing that right now. Okay, see, Vernita's doing it, but he was a movement all by himself, so it wasn't no need to tear them down. Right, Jennifer. He had no points to prove. And let me tell you this, when you keep your hands clean and your heart pure, you don't have to prove no points. The more I evolve unto a healed, whole soul, the less I want to prove points. Now, I still got some points to prove. Don't get me wrong at all. I'm gonna tell you right now, I got points to prove. But got it. But I'm not as motivated anymore. I'm not as motivated anymore to get back. When you keep your hands clean and your heart pure, you ain't got no points to prove. I'm gonna say it again. When you keep your hands clean and your heart pure, You don't got no points to prove. There's a lot to prove, but not that. And that is the reason why he was able to hold his tongue. I assume, because I never met him. I was in the same room with him. I never met him. And see, the thing is, a lot of times what happens is people want to get back when they like, well, they're doing what I'm doing. But when you see a fool and you know a fool, if you want to stay not being a fool, you turn and go the other way. There's just a little wisdom. Only fools deal with fools. All right, so that's just a highlight of who he was. All right, real quick. Hi, my name is VTerrillHill. I'm a soul healer. I help people start the journey to believing in themselves. And I believe that is the most important thing that you should have in your weaponry bag, belief in self. If you don't have belief in self, put up your Bible, take that prayer cloth off your head, put up that Jewish prayer shawl, and go get therapy. No, for real. All right. I'm going to run this. Hey, Edith Critchlow, y'all don't go nowhere. I'm about to run this commercial real quick. Now don't go nowhere because I did not monetize today's show. So at least you can sit still for this 1-minute advertisement. I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text VTerrillHill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. All right, this is the last announcement, and then we're going back to the content. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video. All right, let's get back to the content. All right. Hey, hi, my name is VTerrillHill. I'm a soul healer, and I'm a person who found the secret. I am a community member of the Secret Community Safe Space. It just so happened to be the leader. All of that information that you just saw on that advertisement is in the description connected to this video, all right? I want to play a song real quick, y'all. You know what? We don't have to be so structured. This song, this song is so foretelling. I'm using foretelling so to unchurch the churchy versus prophetic. It's foretelling of what is right now. I'm gonna play this real quick, all right? And first of all, there's this album that I didn't even know existed called After the Rain, Reflections After the Rain from 2008. All right, let's play it real quick.
We live in a day when people are facing reality. You hear about all the reality, television reality
Hey, Edith.
programs. Is it more important to be right, or is it more important to be real? Embracing your truth is your reality, and your reality is embracing your truth. Real truth leads to transition. Transition means change, and all change is a struggle. But if you can just make it through the struggle,
yes,
you will arrive at where you began. Truth. And it's the truth you know and accept that makes you free. Don't resent the change. Don't resist the change. Accept the change. It is now. It is unavoidable. And it's the best thing that can possibly happen to you. Everything must change.
My.
Nothing stays the same. Everyone must change. No one stays the same. The young become The old
Wow.
mysteries do unfold. Yes, that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds. The sun lights up the sky.
Wow, that's that song. If you now I also have his book, the Gospel of Inclusion. I also have this book as well. And I decided someone had suggested reading the book while listening to the audible version. My brain don't work like that. But at any rate, he plays a snippet. He plays a snippet of the song before he starts reading. And I thought, oh, this is good. But I didn't know it was an album up until someone posted it today. And so that song, Everything Must Change. We're going to get into what we can learn from Bishop Carlton Pearson's life. But I need you all to know that everything, can y'all put that in the comments? Everything must change. I think if we really get that in our spirits, we will innately, automatically I want to say inadvertently connect to the movement that Bishop Carlton Pearson started. Everything must change. And one of the things, as I go into point one, that we have to have a reality is that our fathers won't be here always. Our generation of fathers won't be here always. That's a sad truth. Those that led us here won't see us, some of those that led us here won't see us get to the promised land. So what is important? That we honor their gifts while they are here. Number three, we're going through this pretty fast. There is a new generation of leaders that are here. And let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Now, hold on a second. You will become what you saw unless you defy it. Now, those of you guys in Safe Space, the private community, you understand that. You will become what you saw or what you see or what you have seen unless you defy it. And what we have seen, a lot of us that were raised in religious spaces, is when change came, current leadership fought it, damned it, talked against it, cursed it. When we were a part of the young people that were told, sit down, that ain't God, da, 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 da. Now you've experienced it. Don't you recreate it by saying the same thing to the generation coming behind you. We must stop generational wars, because with every generation comes change. With every generation ushers in more different, diverse culture. And culture is always the leader, the first in line. Culture, and then everything comes behind it. So when you fight the evolution of culture, you are fighting change. Who rushes in new culture? The upcoming generation. Lord. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Are you connecting with me? Are you discoursing with me? And right, Lamont, embrace the next generation, aka change. I don't want to get too deep into it. I'm not surprised that TikTok went crazy because Osama bin, because I don't know about YouTube, what they got going on. I think the New York Times or something released his letter to America. And these young people, though he was a terrorist, found some kind of pity with him. And the older generation are like, y'all are some fools. They are looking through a different lens. So instead of cursing the lens they're looking through, how about we seek to understand how they see it? Man. So don't you make the mistake that we saw made with Bishop Carlton Pearson to the Bishop Carlton Pearson of the upcoming generation. We do not curse, we converse. Come on, somebody put that in the comments. We do not curse, we converse. We do not seek destruction, we seek discourse. Man. That's right, Lamont. They are seeing through the propaganda. Two things can be true at once. He was an evil man, but his people suffered greatly up under the ... That's right, Bernita. We do not curse, we converse. We do not destroy, we discourse. So some of us that are in our 40s and 50s, we're in this interesting juxtaposition where we must reach forward and put a hand out for the upcoming while reaching backward and stay connected to the roots of what has been, while not making the mistakes that our roots made. My. All right? You want to be a part of the Bishop Carlton Pearson movement? Get up out of the classroom and become a teacher. You've been, hold on. I'm going to say this and I'm going to hush. You've been in that student section too long. That's all I'm saying for that. Number 4, be relentless in who you are. I only got 2 more, guys. Be relentless in who you are. And that's what we saw from his life. Number 5, when you die, everybody gonna love you. It's ASMR. When you pass, all of a sudden, the flyers go viral. What are you saying, VTerrillHill? Don't be studying these people. Don't you be studying these people. Put your right hand on your chest and say, I am free from them. Say it again. I am free from them. Because them will curse you today and share your flyer tomorrow. Everybody loves you when you die. It's a bit confusing. All right. Number 5, and just for those of you guys who's just coming on, hi, my name is VTerrillHill. I'm a soul healer. I help people navigate the journey to self-belief. I'm a member of a private community called Safe Space. A lot of us are on here right now. And we're just on here honoring Bishop Carlton Pearson. And we won't be on here too much longer because your boy is tired. All right. Number 6, and finally, everything must change. Because when you are, Lamont says, because when you are dead and gone, they will find someone else to speak cursing on. Correct. Absolutely. We are free from them. Absolutely, Jennifer. Let me tell you this. For those of you guys that are in any kind of community partnership on your job, and you are the person that they're picking on, don't worry. They're not necessarily picking on you. They're just trying to, they are used to finding someone to pick on. It's not personal. When you leave, someone else is going to fill that space. That's why you be careful when you join the pick on crowd, because tables turn so quick in crowds like that. You'll be throwing a rock, and the next thing you know, something be done busted you upside your head. And the same crowd that helped you throw rocks will be the same crowd that pick up the rocks that you threw and throw them back at you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you can't, you listen. You got to get free from people. And that was a challenge for me and remains a challenge for me, because I like people in my life, but I had to draw some kind of lines. I will allow you up until this point, and then I got to boot you on. You hear? For those of you guys who are just coming on, hi, my name is VTerrillHill. I'm a soul healer. I am a member of the private community safe space. We come on every Wednesday at 8:30, and we have a show called Conscious Culture. We talk about all things culture from a conscious perspective. Today, we're on here for one reason and one reason only: to honor the man and the movement of Carlton Pearson. All right. We're done, guys. Thank you so much for staying on this 40 minutes. This wasn't too long, but I just felt like I did a legacy of video on YouTube, and you guys can check it out. Just look at my channel, you guys can check it out. But I just felt like, no, actually, that's not true. I have someone who helps me create content, and he was like, you need to do a live. And I was like, oh, I'm tired. But I felt it deep down that I needed to do this live. And now I feel good. I feel like, and y'all don't join the fussing. I know it's cool to sort of choose a side and throw rocks and do all that stuff. But if he didn't do it, why are you doing it? If you're honoring his life, then why are you doing opposite of what he would have done? So ain't no need of going up under people's comments, and you ain't had to say it like that, and church folks sold this. Let me say this. For those of us that have been hurt by the church, it's time for us to heal so that we can deal. You're welcome, Lamont. You're very, very welcome. God bless you. God bless you. Lamont, look in the video description box. Vernita, can you put that in the comments? I might be missing some comments. Vernita, can you put in the comments the link for the email community? But let me say this real quick, and then I'm going to go. There is a lot of us that need to fully heal from the church. We've been fighting a dead man. Oh, hold on. We've been beating a dead cow. If you have truly evolved, put up your boxing gloves. Are y'all listening? If you have truly grown, stop scrapping. And I made a commitment for myself. I'm going to transition out of this language damning the church. Why? Because the church is going to be the church. It's going to be what it's going to be. So why am I beating something that, in my opinion, has already outdated itself? Yikes. It's time to heal. It's time to move on now. Because there are people, a lot of people like us, I guarantee you, a lot of people like us who we have disconnected. Are you? My bad. Sorry. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people like us who we've been fighting wars that we shouldn't be fighting. They're not, if they haven't changed by now, they're probably not going to change. Move on. Find something else to connect with your family about. If you can't agree on religion, agree on politics, or just agree on the fact that y'all love each other. Huh? Sorry, Lamont, I messed that all up, better. My bad. All right, listen. We're going to go out playing a YouTube video. All right, we're going to go out playing a YouTube video honoring Bishop Carlton Pearson. I did not monetize today's show so that I can play what I want to play and not be bothered. But before I do that, I need to play this quick advert, okay? It's a quick advertisement. I need to play real quick. Don't go nowhere. You're going to want to see this video, all right? You're going to want to see this video that I'm about to play after the advertisement. I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text VTerrillHill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. All right, this is the last announcement, and then we're going back to the content. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video. All right, let's get back to the content. All right, guys, we're going to go out listening to a oldie but goodie of Carlton Pearson. My name again is VTerrillHill. I'm a member of the Safe Space community. Look in the video description box. I'm telling you, if you've enjoyed today's show, then you will enjoy our email community. You will enjoy our text messages. We have a live show every Wednesday at 8:30 called Conscious Culture, where we talk about cultural hot topics from a consciousness perspective. I put out videos today. I put out a video on Will and Jada and Cassie and Diddy, and I brought it in from to surmise it or conclude it from a consciousness perspective on how to heal so you're not in abusive relationships. So I'm telling you, around here, we're smart folks. And we're up, we're on master's degree level, all right? Until the next time, you guys be all the way blessed. All right, I'm about to play this real quick. Hold on one second. Don't go nowhere.
Real, come on. Know all about it. Come on. Farther along, we will understand why. Cheer up, my brother. Cheer up, my brother. Live in the sunshine. We'll understand. All by and by. Sing it again. Farther along, come on. Farther along. I see you, fellas. We will know all about it. Farther along, farther along. Just give yourself a little time. You can understand why. So cheer up, my brother. Live in the sunshine. We'll understand. All by and by. I love this verse. Come on. Tempted and tried, we're oft made to wonder. Anybody been there? Why it should be thus.
all the day long, while there are others and they're living all about us. They are never molested, though they seem to be in the wrong. Well, now, but Father, if you're black or white or red or yellow, we'll know all about it. Father alone, Father,